This is future April, and this video is going to show you how past April got into a lot of trouble. Stay tuned. I thought it would be super fast and super easy to load my pre-sandwiched quilt on my Grace frame and use my automation. Little did I know that it wasn't going to be that easy. Hi everybody, it is April. I am upstairs with my Grace long arm, and today we're gonna finish something. I don't know about you all, but I have a ton, like I'm embarrassed to even, I'm not even gonna count it, of things that I have not finished. So I want to have a video every week, don't laugh, every week with me finishing something. And the video may not be edited to perfection, but I want to finish something, and I want to inspire you to finish something as well. I have in my possession a quilt that I started, and it is an Easter quilt. I have one of these finished. So there's a panel, and I did different designs around the panel on two different quilts. My mother bound the other quilt that looks just, well, the panel's like this, when we went on retreat. So it's only been 3 years. I think that's enough time to complete a project. I started quilting it by hand. I did the free motion quilting. I actually had to rip out a whole slew of stitches right across here because on the back it looked awful. I had a tension problem of some kind. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this using automation on my Grace. So I started it on my Grace, and I'm going to finish it on my Grace. Past April was innocently trying to get a quilt top done. The quilt top was pre-sandwiched. It has been 3 years since April, or I started the quilt. Now the difference between this quilt and quilts that I have been quilting on this machine lately is it's already sandwiched up. Fortunately, I have quite a bit of extra backing and batting above the quilt, so loading it should not be a problem. I'm thinking what I'm going to be able to do is just use these sew tight magnets, and I won't need the piping anymore. So here I have my quilt loaded. It's a little different because I'm doing it post sandwich. Oh, you know what? It even fits in the little slot. Oh my goodness. Wow. So the groove that held the piping holds these magnets. It's awesome. And I'm going to roll up the back, and we're going to test my theory. So right about there is where I want to start. I'm going to put on clips. Now, just like usual, I'm going to want to put this in place with the clamps on the edge. So there's nothing really that is attached to this bar. So I've been trying to get this Easter quilt done, and my machine is not cooperating with me. So I keep getting thread breaks. So what I've done is I've taken out the bobbin. The bobbin is the same thread that I'm using on the top, so I don't think that's a factor. Now, the way that I test my bobbin tension is I hold the bobbin in my hand and I pull. And as long as the bobbin doesn't come up with me, I should be good. So I'm feeling good about the bobbin tension. I'm gonna put that back. I just oiled the bobbin. So it should be okay. Wow, what in the world? I'm on the struggle bus. The struggle bus. This is testing my patience. Pull bobbin. This thing is really good about telling you what to do. It's bossy. Okay, stop. Let's just sew and see what happens. Understand. I've got my bobbin thread, I've got my top thread. It will not stitch. What? Future April here again with just a few tips and tricks on what you need to do when you are loading your machine to get the best stitch and the best quilting experience. Now, past April did most of the mechanical things. So the needle, once she changed it out, was fresh. She even cleaned under the needle plate, which if she put it back wrong, that could have caused some of her problem. We'll never know because we can't go back in time. Make sure that you are loading your thread correctly, that it goes through all the little places where it needs to go, even this little hole up front in front of your needle. Make sure that the distance between your foot and your throat plate is correct. If your foot is sitting up too high, that can cause a problem with your stitches and especially your stitch regulator. Another thing, make sure you have a good tightly wound bobbin in the bobbin case, and make sure your bobbin case has been cleaned out. Also, oil your machine as needed. My Grace machine likes to have oil, if I can get it open, right here, and in the bobbin case. Both of those have been oiled. Another thing, make sure that your sandwich is loaded correctly. You don't have a bunch of creases. Probably wouldn't cause a big problem, but you know, it's best to just make sure. And also connect your clamps, because this will give more stability to these ends that aren't as secure as, say, the middle of your sandwich. Another thing, put your little quilt clips, or in this case, they're not little, on the front of your machine. And you try not to, especially if you don't do this until you start quilting, try not to put too much pressure on the bar. On this Queen Q-Zone hoop frame, these bars aren't industrial. So just be careful with them. You don't want to bend them inadvertently. It's actually stitching. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die. Nope, now it's not. What in the world? I'm breaking out new feet. All right, I need my tools. The needle plate, when I cleaned out under it, I didn't put it back right. And the needle must have been hitting it. Okay. Okay. Good grief. Whew. Yeah, I can't wait to go finish some more quilting projects. Oh, maybe it's under thread tension. Yes, 29. Okay. Having this book from Grace is really nice. Come on. There's always a picture of the tension where it shows you when the top thread's pulling up and the bottom thread's pulling down. Adjusting. If the bottom thread is pulled through the top layer, here it is. Here it is. I need to mark this. Set it to 1 is the ideal place to start. Okay. Let's see. When the thread tension is balanced, the top and bottom thread will knot in the middle. Too much top tension because you can see the bottom thread. That's not it. Too little top tension, top thread is pulled to the bottom. Okay. All right. Whew. Whew. Gracie, it's so hard. Boop, boop. Okay. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, I quit. Ended up quilting my granddaughter's quilt on my embroidery machine because I could not figure out what was wrong with my Grace machine. And I do think it is, I don't think it's the machine, I think it's me. And I have done some more research and I have some ideas. So we will go back because I am not giving up. In the meantime, I am trimming up this quilt because my granddaughter's here and it's not done yet. Shocking. I know. Get this trimmed, get a binding on it, and then I'll worry about the Grace machine. I honestly spent way too much time on it yesterday. I should have let it go, finished the quilt, and then worried about it. So I am cutting the selvage off the 6 strips that I cut. Because I'm in a hurry, I am just going to put them end to end. Let me put this on a straight line. And then I'll iron them. Let's go to the sewing machine. So this is future April, and it's really easy for future April to say, you should have done it this way, and you should have done it that way. However, I must say that when I am experiencing difficulty, that is the way that I learn best. So if you are facing a challenge, just know that from that challenge, you are going to learn a lot. I did finish my granddaughter's quilt. Of course, I didn't get a picture of her with it before I gave it to her. So I don't really have a picture of it other than in the beginning of the video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Eat some chocolate and be kind to everyone. Until next time, bye. I'm secretly trying to take over the entire house with sewing things. Well, hold on, I digress.